So today we are going to study the covalent bond. In the last class we studied about the ionic bonding. Do you remember what is an ionic bond? And how does it forms? How? Very good. Metal and very good. And which example did we study for an ionic bond? Yes, very good. Sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. So sodium metal, it loses electrons to become a positive ion, that is the cation, and the chlorine atom is a non-metal and it gains an electron to form the negative ion, right? And then these oppositely charged ions, they are held together by strong electrostatic forces of attraction and that is the ionic bond. Today we are going to study the covalent bond. What is the covalent bond? Do you know anything about covalent bond? Yes, it is the mutual sharing of electrons. Mutual sharing of electrons. So Aisha, do you know, can you tell me whether a metal can form the covalent bond? Is it possible for a metal to form the covalent bond? No. Metals cannot form the covalent bond because they already have the excess electrons. They lose the electrons, right? Metals lose the electrons. Only non-metals can form the covalent bond because they are electron seekers. They gain the electrons, right? Covalent bond is formed by the non-metals. For example, chlorine. You can see how many electrons are in the outermost shell of chlorine. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 electrons are in the outermost shell of chlorine. Now this chlorine wants to achieve how many electrons? Why? Yes, to complete its octet, right, of 8 electrons. So it needs 1 electron. Now there is another chlorine atom. It also has 7 electrons and it also wants to complete its octet, right? It also wants to complete its octet. So both of these chlorine will come together and they will share their electrons, right? Like this. Now you can see 2, 4, 6, 7 and now this electron is also in the valence shell of this chlorine atom. So 8 are completed. Similarly for this chlorine, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Now their shells are overlapping, right? This is the shell of this chlorine atom and this is the shell of this chlorine atom. So these electrons are the shared electrons now. They will exist in the valence shells of both these chlorine atoms, right? Is this thing clear? This is the covalent bond formation in the chlorine molecule, that is Cl2. This is the Cl2 molecule. Similarly, there is a hydrogen molecule in which there are 2 hydrogen atoms. How many electrons are in the outermost shell of hydrogen atom? 1. So there are 2 hydrogen atoms, right? Both need 1 electron to complete their duplet. They want to complete their duplet, that is 2 electrons in their outermost shell to become stable. So these hydrogens, they will come closer and they will share their electrons. Now both have 2 electrons. Their duplet is fulfilled. Aisha, they both have 2 electrons now. So both are stable now. Both have completed their duplet and both are stable now. Hydrogen is a stable molecule, H2.